My name is Joe Mellet. I work for a company called White Pine Trading. We are a diamond recycler based out of New York with offices in Mumbai and England. I started my career as kind of a research engineer. I started working for White Pine part-time while I was in school and joined White Pine full-time almost 2 years ago. So I'm in charge of both of our pricing. We have a pretty sophisticated pricing model, and also I'm in charge of our Salesforce development and implementation, kind of all of our business processes, and building out the Salesforce platform to make our business run. Sure. White Pine has just under 70 employees around the world. About roughly half of those are based in our headquarters in New York. Just over a 5-year-old business. So we're founded in February of 2010. And at the end of the day, we look at White Pine as a startup. We're a 5-year-old business that's kind of pioneering the space, pioneering the business model, and we're moving very, very quickly. The headcount is increasing dramatically. Our business model is evolving rapidly, and we need a development partner that can move quickly, that can move at the same speed that we can. And before we committed to working with Algoworks full time, our development was just way too slow. Things that are specific to our business was that this was a very, very important project to us. What we tackled with this last project that we did with Algoworks is inventory control. And we are a diamond business. Salesforce, the platform Salesforce isn't really built specifically for inventory control. It's a pretty odd use case for the Salesforce platform itself. So you're talking about a project that is incredibly important to our business. We need to know where inventory is. We need to track where the location of it is. We need to know how much we have at any given time, and the records have to be accurate. They have to be very specific. And to work on a project like that, to build a system of record for your core business processes that make your business run on a day-to-day basis with a partner that's so far away, is quite frankly scary. I mean, the project itself is very scary to build something like that from scratch. So kind of the gold standard in computing and IT infrastructure is a single integrated platform. Prior to starting this project, we had 5 different systems, and now we have one. So what that means to us is we have our accounts, our CRM data, we have our financials, and we have our inventory control all on a single place, all accessible from the Salesforce platform. And that's what we built with Algoworks. We've done a number of interesting things in addition to just building out Salesforce and configuring Salesforce. We built dozens of custom visualforce pages and Apex controllers to support custom business processes that are unique to our business. We integrated third-party handheld devices, RFID scanners and printers that communicate with Salesforce and help us manage our inventory. We do billing and processing on Salesforce. We do invoicing on Salesforce. We track shipments on Salesforce. We track lead flow on Salesforce. We track sales on Salesforce. We do everything and anything related to our business and how we run our business is tracked on Salesforce. And it was a customization that we built out in partnership with Algoworks. We had a very interesting beginning. When we started this inventory control project back in July, instead of what I did was I came to Algoworks' office in Noida and spent 2 weeks here. I'm actually in Noida right now. This is my 3rd trip in the past 9 months. So it was kind of just throwing ourselves into the fire and getting to know each other off the bat. So the experience was actually really good. I think I came to India, to the Algoworks office, having not yet fully committed to the project. We had only committed to paying for the time of exploring the project, and the 2 weeks of developer time and the team's time that I would eat up when I was here. And by the end of the trip, we had signed a long-term contract to move forward with the entire project. I think what really shocked me the most and impressed me the most was how darn sharp these guys were. I mean, they're very smart. They knew what they were talking about. They grasped the concepts and the business concepts immediately. They understood how important it was to Pine, and any fears of the quality of work being less than what you would find from a US-based implementation consultant evaporated within days. I mean, you could tell that these were smart guys and they really knew what they were talking about. This is a very simple answer, and I thought about this a lot. Algoworks is our partner, and that's the word that describes our relationship. White Pine is a diamond trading business. We do not specialize in software development or developing the Salesforce platform specifically, but we have deep technological needs, and we turn to Algoworks for those needs. We have no intention or any intention anytime soon of hiring in-house full-time developers. So if you're a business that has a very serious need and you don't specialize in producing that need, you need a partner to rely on to provide that capability for you. And Algoworks is our software development partner. My favorite moment was also my least favorite moment. So I've come here quite a bit and spent a lot of time with the team, and they've been very gracious hosts. My first weekend here, they took me to the Taj Mahal, which was beautiful, but it was also the middle of July in Agra, and it must have been 115 degrees out. It was easily the hottest day of my life. We were all sweating like crazy throughout the entire day, but it was cool for them to spend that time with me, to spend their weekends with me instead of, I know they have families, and also we got to see one of the co-founders' hometowns, and he took us to a local pastry shop that he grew up eating at when he was a kid. So that was awesome. It was a great experience. It was the hottest day I've ever had, but it was also a very nice way to get to know the team right off the bat.